So I got a fun, exciting tip for everybody today. It's gonna be one of those things that once you see it done, you're gonna think, man, why didn't I think of that? And it has to do with this. Well, sort of has to do with this. Shovels. Small little camp shovels have become extremely popular around bushcrafters, survivalists, campers. I mean, they've always been around, but they seem like they really have bursted through over the last few years. And a shovel's a great tool around camp. Small, compact shovel is great for digging all types of holes, from coyote wells to get water, to latrine pits, to Dakota fire pits, to even just digging your fire pit out a little bit. But there's one thing I notice all the time when it comes to these small little shovels. And that is, how in the world do we deal with all of this? All of these roots. When you hit ground that is just full of roots like this, it's a nightmare. So I know what your first thought is. You're gonna take your shovel because you have a sharp edge on your shovel and you're gonna swing away like an axe. And that is absolutely fine to do, but sometimes the hole you're trying to dig isn't gonna be that big. So it's very hard to actually swing this and chop those roots away. Now the other option is take the shovel and literally just drive it straight down, trying to cut the sides of the roots. Normally what happens though is they split in the middle and they're still dangling inside the hole. And if you need that hole clean, that doesn't work out too well either. So then comes the real good idea. That's where we pull out our knife and we begin to cut away the roots. Now, I will be the first to admit that I'm guilty of this too. And one quick slip with that. Now your knife blade is into the dirt, maybe into some rocks. Not good. Not good at all. So then you think, oh, well, if I just get the tip of my knife and I just make little cuts on the roots, I can really easily clear that out. Do you know how long that takes? Absolute nightmare. So that's where the hot tip for today comes in. There's a tool that I think almost everybody that goes in the outdoors carries along. And on that tool is something that you probably overlook. You probably don't even use it when you're in the outdoors. It seems like a waste until right now. And that tool is, a drum roll please. You get the point. Pliers. Now you're probably thinking, pliers? I don't carry them kind of pliers. Are they from the 1800s? No. No, these are just old lineman pliers that I carry along with me. You know I like older stuff. Most people have a multi-tool. But once we open up the pliers, beyond the front part of the pliers here, we have a cutting area. Most time it's for cutting wire. This section of the pliers cuts roots like a champ. So literally with those cutters, you can really quickly come in here, okay? And you can just start making cuts. Even with bigger stuff like this, really easy, nice and clean, okay? For a coyote well or something like that, this is great because you're not gonna knock a lot of sediment back down into the hole this way. So you just go through here, clean it up, and you will be good to go. And there you have it, just like that, another use for a tool that you're carrying, right? Don't let any tool that you carry out in the woods go unused. There's always some type of way you can repurpose it, and the cutter on your multi-tool or pliers is a great example of that. So try not to get your knife down into the ground. Never use your axe to chop those roots out. Oh, I can see it now. I can just see people doing it now. Don't do that. So if your shovel's not working and you need that hole cleaned out, get out your pliers. It's gonna help save time, energy, way more efficient, and you're gonna keep your tools sharp, and it's gonna be great. So I hope you love this one, because I love this little trick, and yeah, I'm gonna keep on using it, and I hope you use it too. Another tool for the toolbox. So this was Dan Womack of Coalcracker Bushcraft. As always, check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com, and until the next video, stay in the woods.